Good morning. My name is Angelyn Nicholson. I am a therapist, an energy worker, and a psychic, and a starseed, and those things that many of us are realizing that we are these days. I hope everyone's doing okay. It's not been so easy in a lot of places. You know, one thing that I will say is this is the time we should really be okay with whatever it is we're feeling. There's a lot of feelings happening, and being okay with them, it's going to be really important, I think. We've just gotten started, huh? And good morning. We're going to be doing, this is the second day. It's March 28th, 2020. And I am making an effort to do a daily practice on my YouTube channel so that, you know, you guys can follow along and see sort of what you notice. And I'd love to hear, like, if this is something that you like to do, if you're learning cards right now, I'd love to hear your take on the cards in the comments. That'd be terrific. So let's go ahead and just do a draw. This is for all of us. UUSI, Pagan cards. I love these cards. They're stunning. Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and a Moon card. This is a moon phase card. These are specific to this deck. I love them. I just did my own personal draw, and I drew 2 of the moon cards during that. I draw them a lot. Okay, so let's look at this. Now, there are lots of different ideas about the Hanged Man. My belief about the Hanged Man is that, if you'll look, I mean, obviously he's upside down, and he's bound. His wrists are bound, his ankles are bound. So he's stuck in this position, probably not what he wants, but it's offering him a different perspective. The other thing that this deck of cards points out that I really, really liked is that when you're upside down, the blood rushes from your head to your heart. Or I'm sorry, it rushes from your lower body to your heart. So in other words, the blood is, your heart expands, which is what, you know, different perspective does. He's looking toward the rest of the cards. He's facing the rest of them. So let's look and see what some of these others mean. We have a sunny, clear day over here, a hillside where it looks like, if any of you are familiar with farming, that right there means they've completed some work. They've got their hay all nice and ready to go. Pentacles, of course, they represent the physical, the things that are in form. One of the other things about the Seven of Pentacles is what this looks like to me is, it's like we've done the work, we've grown what we need to grow, we've gotten it all ready to go. We can sit down for a little while and enjoy just sitting here and reflecting, and how might we do this differently next time. It seems the lighting and whatnot looks like afternoon. Like, I imagine sitting on the front porch and looking at the field and going, you know, saying something like, man, that's beautiful. Look at that hard work. So when we couple the Hanged Man with this card, then what we're looking at is, you know, the Hanged Man is looking at this work, and he's being asked to contemplate it. He's being asked to look for a new perspective about the work that he's been doing or that he's done. The Judgment card, I feel like, marries that together. The Judgment card, you know, when we think about judgment, many of us came from a Christian background, in, you know, if you're American anyway, and Judgment Day is sort of what I think of with this card. It's where we have to really sort of come to terms with ourselves and our journey, and we have to decide if we're gonna, you know, keep going in the way that we're going, reconstruct our path into a new way, or are we done? And I kind of feel like globally, this is what we're being asked to do, to take a new perspective about the work that we've done and really, really, really look at it and say, hey, is this what you wanted? Is it what you wanted though? Is it really what you wanted? Do you feel good about it? Do you feel proud? How would you do it differently next time? I think that globally we're all sort of being asked to take this approach to our lives. This moon card, this is the waxing crescent moon. And the waxing crescent moon is representative of the time during the moon phases where we look at what we've learned, we look at the knowledge we've gained, we look at all the little habits we've picked up and that are helpful, and we say, I don't need this anymore, I don't need this anymore. And so really, this is a very clean line of I'm being forced to take a new perspective, which we all are, over the work that I've done in my life. Because the time is here, right, to decide how I'm going to handle the next few months, right? Well, I mean, really more than that, but right now, I think we're all sort of, you know, I mentioned yesterday, we're sort of being forced to live day by day in the present. But how are we going to do things different? Are you looking at those things? Are you looking seriously and truly and with open eyes at the work that you've done in your life? Are you able to say, I know my path, this is where I want to go. These are the things that I've learned so far, and I'm ready to keep going. I think that this is all sort of asking each of us to really, really take a deep look inward and use this time that we've got right now to examine what we want and how we want to move forward. And sometimes that can be really, really difficult when, you know, maybe you're worried about impacting your children or your spouse or your partner or your parents or your friends. And I think that we've just sort of moved out of the time where that's the priority. I think that we're all sort of being asked on an individual level to examine where we are. That's the reading for today, March the 28th, 2020. My name's Angelyn Nicholson. You can find me at www.colorofkismet.com, at Color of Kismet on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much.